guys, so in this video we are going to discover how to use forms in Access. This is when Access really starts to stand out from Excel because Excel does not have this capability, so you'll start to understand, okay, now I see why there's a separate program for this. So let's see these forms in action. Now, a form is an easy-to-use data entry and navigation screen. It allows us to arrange the fields of a record so that a database user can quickly and easily find, enter, edit, and analyze data. So let's dive in and check it out. I have opened a database for us to play with. We're sticking with the theme of being a travel agent. And so you'll see here on the left we have some tables, queries, and forms already built. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to build a form to enter and maintain our tour information. Now to create a form, we're going to go to the Create tab over here. And this time around, we're going to use the Form Wizard in order to create our form. So Form Wizard is right here. We're going to go ahead and click on it. And then it will prompt us to select the fields for this form. We want to create a form to enter and update data in our tours table. So I'm going to click the Tables and Queries list arrow here. And I'm going to select the table tours. Now since I want to use all of these fields here, I'm going to click the Select All Fields button, which is this double arrow. And once I click on that, it moves them all over to the selected fields. Now we could select additional fields from other tables if we wanted to, but in this case we're going to just stick with this specific table. So I'm going to click on Next. And then as far as the layout, we're going to stick with the default columnar option for now. I'm going to click on Next. And I'm going to go ahead and title this form Tour Entry Form. And then I do want to open the form to view or enter information when we're done, so I'm going to leave that selected and click Finish. And look at just like that, we have a form. It looks great, right? We have the fields, and it's going to give our end users an easy way to enter information into the tables without having to be gurus at this program. Now this is known as Form View. And Access provides us 3 different views of the forms, and we can see these views by going in here to our Views group and clicking this down arrow. There's the Form View, which we're in now, the Layout View, and the Design View. Each item in this form, these fields are called controls. A label is also used for the title of the form, Tours Entry Form, up here. Now the text box is used to display the data as well as to enter, edit, find, or sort, and even filter the data. A combo box is a combination of 2 controls, a text box and a list. The category data is displayed in a combo box control. So see how we have here it says Adventure, and then we have this drop down. We can click on the arrow button to display a list of values, or we can actually edit the data ourselves manually. That's why it is a combo. So in the tour name text box, right now it says Breeze Bay Shelling. I'm going to go up here to the Sort and Filters group and click Ascending, and notice it changes. Now it's showing the first tour that appears in alphabetical order, which happens to be American Heritage Tour. And we could arrow through the various tours by going down here to this arrow and clicking Next Record, so that we can go through and see all the various tours available. As you can see down here, there's a total of 47. I'm going to just scroll over one and get to the Ames Ski Club, and it pulls the current information for that tour. Sounds like fun. I'm going to click the arrow back. So that's what our basic form looks like. Now let's try to create a split form. So I'm going to close this one out. And this time I'm going to click on the Customers table, click the Create tab, and I'm going to click on the More Forms button. And this will give us the different form options we have in addition to the Form Wizard. We have multiple items, data sheet, split form, or modal dialog. So I'm going to select Split Form. And see, it looks a little bit different. What's nice about this is not only do we have the easy-to-use form at the top, we also have the actual table at the bottom, so we can see the raw data as well. I'm going to click on the Add Existing Fields button here, which, if you notice, closed the field list that appeared on the right, so that we have more screen real estate. I'm going to click on the state here, Missouri, and then I'm going to go to the Home tab here, click the Selection button, and then I'm going to select Does Not Equal Missouri, and watch what happens. It jumps down to the next record that is not equal to Missouri, which is Des Moines, Iowa. Now I'm going to select the city, Des Moines, kind of spelled funny, huh? And I'm going to change this to Dallas Center. Now to change the record, we're going to actually go down here to our data sheet view, and then I'm going to type in Dallas Center. And then I'm going to click on any other record to pop out of it, which changed it to Dallas Center as you see. And then I'm going to click on the name of the tourist, Jacob. And notice whenever we pop back into this record, now we see Dallas Center, Iowa updated on the top, which is that automatic save feature that we've talked about in previous videos. Now let's use the form layout view. The layout view lets us make some design changes to it. So for example, we can move and resize controls, add or delete a field on the form, filter and sort data, or change formatting characteristics such as fonts and colors. So let's make this pretty. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open this up a bit so we can see more text. Scroll down to the forms here. And this time we're going to pick on the tours entry form. Going to right click on that. And remember, to make these changes, we need to be in layout view. So I'm going to select layout view. So there's our form here. Now it's important to point out in layout view, we can move through records, but we cannot enter or edit the data as we can in the form view. I'm going to click on the next record button down here a few times until I find the Bigfoot, there it is, Bigfoot Rafting Club. And then I'm going to click on the tour number label to select it. There we go. I'm going to click between where it says tour and no, between the R and the N, and press the space bar. Because although I know what that means, it might look a little weird to someone else. And then I'm going to go down and do the same for the rest. It's all about presentation. There we go. Now I want it to really stand out that the tour number and name are important. So I'm going to highlight these words here, and I'm actually going to change the color. To do that, we need to go to our Home tab here, and then see over here with the fonts, I'm just going to click on red, and notice it changes the font color. There we go. Now, if we want to make the same changes to multiple fields at the same time, we can do that. All we have to do is click on the field and then hold down the Shift key and then click on the next field. And notice it highlights them both at the same time. So whatever change I make to the top one will also make it to the bottom one. So you'll notice here, I'm making this smaller because it doesn't need to be that big. Line it up with the arrow because I'm OCD like that. And voila, it applied them both at the same time. Very cool. And that does it for this one. In our next video, we're going to talk about how to add fields, modify form controls, and create calculations. So be sure to check that out. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.